Welcome back! After some time I decided to record a new video because I'm starting a very short and interesting project. So I would like to share the process with you. The thing is, I have a live action roleplay event in 2 weeks and it has been impossible for me to sew something. Honestly, I promised myself I wouldn't make a dress for every event I attend, but I just had this amazing idea with an inspiration I took from a reenactor I follow on Instagram. So I said, why not? And then I found this cheap wool fabric that I love, and I said, I need to do this. So the thing is, I wanted to set a challenge for myself to finish this dress this weekend. So I would say I need to put numbers to this. So my challenge is to do a medieval dress in 10 hours. So it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I have my fabrics. I have the pattern that I used for my previous medieval dress. Honestly, I have no idea if I will be able to get in time. I have never measured how much it takes me to sew a dress because I haven't done so many. But I wanted to set a challenge, so let's see. That's it. Come with me and let's see if I can get to do this dress in less than 10 hours. Okay, as I said, it's 10 a.m. in the morning. I have my coffee, I have the fabrics, everything is clean and ready to start working. So these are the two fabrics I'm going to use, and I will leave an example of the reference I'm following for this dress. And first step is to trace the pattern onto the fabric. Okay, I made a very crappy modification on my original pattern because the first one has a very low neckline and honestly was quite uncomfortable to wear, though it's the fashion of the time. But I like this one to be a bit more modest, so I just added this stripe of paper to raise the neckline, and hopefully it will work okay this way. First 30 minutes I trace the patterns onto the dark red fabric. So now I need to do the same for the gray fabric and then just cut all the pieces. It's 11:15 a.m. and I'm done with cutting all the pieces of the dress. So next step is putting all together and sew them. there it is, front part assembled with pins. I did the same for the back and for the sleeves. So I think it's looking nice. It's time to sew. I want to make an appreciation moment because look at this seam. It's looking so smooth. I can't believe it. Honestly, the back looks terrible. I need to trim all that stuff. But look at this. Love it. It's 10 to 1 p.m. and this is how it's looking. I sewed all the center, the godets and the sides, also the shoulders, and I'm missing the sleeves and this front part, which I wish to make some eyelets and pass a cord through them so I can tighten it to my body better. And honestly, I'm so good in time, so it's looking like I will be able to make it in less than 10 hours. I'm not being too confident, I hope, but it's looking great. So let's move on. It's almost 2 p.m. No problem. That's only a pin. It's almost 2 p.m. That means 4 hours in the making. The sleeves are on. It looks quite okay. I have small fault here, but honestly I don't think I will just detach everything and do it again. So next step is doing all the seams. This is quite long. I need to cut it. I need to balance the bottom edge because not all the pieces have the same length. And then we will move on to the eyelets and the cord. Honestly, this is going quite faster than I expected, but I want to take my time to make hand sew the seams of the dress, because even if I sewed all of the inner seams with the machine, those who are visible, I like to do them by hand because the difference is quite appealing to the eye. So that's it. Now I'll have lunch, take a quick shower, and keep going.
A few moments later.
I'm back. It's quarter to 4 p.m. and now it's time to trim all the seams and sew them so they have a nice finishing look. and after that I will move on to making the eyelets. So I have until 5:30 p.m. before I need to do other stuff, but I think I will manage to sew some nice seams in the meanwhile. Let's go! All the seams have been trimmed. It has been longer than expected. It took me half an hour to do this, especially because the bottom seam wasn't even, and I needed to adjust the length of the dress, but it's ready. So next step is to sew all of them. I need to sew again some ends because they will get loose otherwise. That's ready. So almost 5:30. That's been more than an hour and a half of work. This is where I am. I just sewed the edges of the sleeves, the center part where I will just place the eyelets, and the neckline. This will be the most time consuming part for sure. But well, I'm going for the most critical seams first in place, and then when, depending on the remaining time I will have, then I will go for the next. Looking good. I'm back. It's almost 8 p.m. and I'm going to move on sewing the lower seam of the dress, which will take for sure a long time, but I expect to take 1 hour more or less. And now so far, if my calculations are right, I have spent 5 hours and 3/4 into this dress, so I'm quite confident with the rhythm I'm taking to do this. So let's move on. I just the bottom seam, and that's crazy. It was literally 1 hour. Can't believe it. Honestly, I thought I should have taken less, but I'm surprised by my calculations. So great. Right now, the only thing I need for this dress to be wearable is the eyelets. But to make the eyelets, I should reinforce the inside with some linen so they don't just rip off when I pass the cord through and I just apply some tension to it. So I need to think if I want to do that right now or if I should leave it for tomorrow morning. I've spent 6 hours and 3/4 so far. So that means I'm having another 3 hours and a quarter to finish. Sounds good. It's 9:30 p.m. I finished the reinforcement of the front of the dress. So I think I will leave it for today. Tomorrow the next step is doing the eyelets, and the remaining time I have I will try to hand sew the rest of the seams that I didn't do today. The dress will be wearable for sure within 10 hours, but I'm curious to know to see how far I can get with the hand sewing the full dress, because I don't think I will have enough time to do it in 10 hours. But I'm very happy with the progress. So see you tomorrow.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Good morning. It's exactly 9:30. I had my breakfast already and I checked my calculations and I still have 2 hours and 45 minutes to finish the challenge. So let's see what can I do within that time. It's 11 a.m. So this means that I reached the goal because I just finished the eyelets, and this means that the dress is wearable. So we're in time. That's great to know. Right now I will make a test to see if everything's right. And this means I have some remaining time to polish the rest of the seams, but the answer to the challenge is yes, I can make a medieval dress in 10 hours. So it's 12 o'clock. The dress is ready. I managed to sew all the seams from the top part, the shoulders, the sleeves, and so everything is nice and secure for use. And I work the remaining 15 minutes since the rest of the job should be to hand sew all the long seams of the skirt. But honestly, this is perfect to wear. This will survive a LARP event. So let's stop the clock and see the final result. So this is it. The final result, the 10-hour medieval dress was a success. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process as much as I did. It was a really interesting process, and I'm surprised about the precision of the calculation of the timing, because honestly I knew I would probably not be able to hand sew all the seams in the 10 hours, but apart from that, I mean, it was 9 hours and 45 minutes to do all this, so quite exact. That's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching, and let me know if you like these kind of challenges, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.